Hi everybody! Welcome to Mindful Monday. I'm a little late today and you know what? I can barely see you, but hopefully you can see my beautiful background. Beautiful day here in Belize. Come on inside because I can't even see you. Hey, come on in. There you are. I couldn't really see. I hope you got to see my background a little bit. How are you today? Take my glasses off. Let me see myself. Hello. I've got pigtails today. Do you like my pigtails? How are you? Okay, today I have a great idea for what I want to talk about based on the yoga class that I took a few days ago. So you know I love to do yoga on the island, and I go to a special place that's under a palapa, which is this big palm roof. So beautiful, and the wind and the waves and the ocean is just rushing around as I do my yoga. So I had a new yoga instructor, and because I'm on the island and there's retreats all the time, I really have the opportunity to experience a lot of different types of yoga and a lot of different kinds of teachers, which is really the point of what I want to talk about today, because when I was in St. Louis, I went to one place and I had one yoga teacher or two yoga teachers that I really liked, and that's all I ever did. And I thought that I was choosing what was best for me. But really what I learned from being here is I was kind of closed-minded. I actually closed my mind up to the possibility of what I might like or what I might learn if I did a different yoga teacher or a different yoga studio. I kind of got stuck in a rut. And moving to Belize has really opened up my world and kind of cracked open my mind, because I've kind of had to do different things. So yoga outside on the ocean is totally different what I'm used to. And being with different yoga teachers has enlightened me in so many different ways. And so today's topic is receptivity. And I came up with the word receptivity, the idea of being open to what comes your way. And what does it mean to be open? So, for instance, for me, when I came to Belize, this is what I totally believed, is that I don't like the heat. I don't like walking in the heat. I don't like sweating in the heat. And I hate hot yoga. I already decided that ahead of time. So where do I decide to go? You do yoga on the ocean. Is it hot? Even with the breeze, I'm afraid to say yes, it is hot. But I didn't think of it as hot yoga because it was on the ocean. But in reality, it was hot and it was sweaty. And I decided that I loved it. Had it not been that it was on the ocean, if somebody had called it hot yoga, I wouldn't have gone, because I already told you I don't like hot yoga. That's the idea of when you're open and you're receptive to new things. And I came up with this term because in my last yoga class, my yoga teacher said, I want you to set an intention or some kopa, which is what we do whenever we start a yoga. Our yoga for the day is we set our intention. And I was thinking of the different things that I wanted to set for myself, and usually the ones that I always like to create, or peace, or finding joy while I'm in the middle of a yoga pose, or being present. You know, bringing myself back to the present moment. I mean, even in yoga, my mind likes to run around like a little chimpanzee, and to bring it back to either the yoga pose that I'm doing or the breathing always reminds me that I always can come back to the present moment, and for you too. So in this special yoga class, the teacher said, if you haven't thought of an intention, how about choosing what I'm going to choose today? And she said, I'm choosing receptivity, being open to what comes my way. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to choose a different one myself, and I chose receptivity. And this is what I learned while I was doing it, is that I was receptive. I was being open to the heat. That I was being receptive to yoga poses that I didn't do before, I haven't done in a while, that I thought I couldn't do. I decided to be open to the possibility that maybe I could do it. And you know what I found out is I had been doing yoga in the heat for like 6 months. And I never called it hot yoga because I don't like hot yoga. But actually, I've been doing hot yoga for 6 months, and I love it. And it just made me realize that when I was doing this and having my intention of being open and receptive. So I like doing the heat. I was doing poses that I, quote, don't like. I found that, you know what, once I do them and I don't have my mind wrapped around I don't like them, I can find that maybe I don't say I have to love them, but I could find that I could sit in them or stand in them, and I could keep my mind in this present moment and be willing to try it. So that's what I did for this whole hour and a half. And it really was revealing to me, which is why I just wanted to talk to you about the idea of being receptive to what comes your way. And the difference between, like, in the first half of my life before menopause, I think I knew everything that I liked and everything that I didn't like. And really what that does is it closes you up to all the things that could come your way. And I think once I went through menopause and I'm on the other half of my life, I realized that when I'm open and receptive, there is so much more that I can learn and experience just by opening up my mind and not thinking that I know everything of what's right and what's wrong for me. I mean, I have a feeling, right? But I've learned so much. So for a woman who hates hot yoga, I do hot yoga like 5 days a week, right? Now, they don't call it hot yoga, but hey, it's on the beach. It's in the 80s, sometimes the 90s. It's hot yoga. I bring a towel because I sweat, and I bring water, and I love it. I don't get dizzy. All the things that I thought I couldn't do, I find that actually it's totally invigorating to me. So this is what I want you to do today. Whatever it is that you have thought you don't like, I want you for today to be open and receptive to whatever comes your way and to question something that you think you automatically don't like. Open up your mind and say, maybe I'll try it. That's what I want you to do today, to be receptive and open. Hey, let me know what you think too. I'd love to know. And until next week, it's good talking to you all again. And next week, I have special guests again because my grandkids are coming and they are always a hoot. So see you next week. Bye-bye.